What's up, fellas? It's Switches, back here with another Arizona tips and tricks video. And before I want to start, I just want to say that I'm not feeling too good. My voice is a little hoarse, so bear with me, alright? So today we'll be discussing combo starters, fundamentals, and rudiments. So we'll begin with our starters. Your most important starter is going to be your 2B. Super important. It hits when most of your other moves don't. Comes out super fast. It's a low. You're just gonna love everything about this move. Strings into a million different combos. Combos into everything except the light. Yeah. You're really looking at Arizona's best move. It's just her crouching B. Pretty fantastic. Her next best move is going to be her 9C. It's a great combo starter. Has a cross-up option. Sorry, let me see if I can get it. There you go. I explained the importance of this move in my first tips and tricks video. And here's just more reason to love it. Your next air option is going to be your short hop B. The lower you are to the ground, the more important this move becomes. Because you get to a point where your opponent is either forced to push block you or take a mix-up, like a high-low mix-up. So yeah, just remember that the lower you are to the ground with this move, this move is great. It's also her highest damaging air normal. Next we'll talk about her run-up stomp. It's a little weird input. But stopping, you really want to use this against other Arizona players, because when they want to run up against you like Arizona's do, this is a low, and it'll just stop them right in their tracks. Right? And your final combo starter is going to be your elbow drop. Hold forward B. This is probably going to be your least used combo starter. However, it is the highest damage combo starter. And don't count it out, because just because it's going to be the one you use the least, it's not going to be your worst one, if that makes sense. Because if you have an opponent that likes to block low all the time, this is going to be the bane of their existence. But there's one thing you have to remember about this move, is that it uses your ground bounce, so if you try to do something like a 9C in the air, it'll just cause a hard knockdown. So that's one thing you need to be aware of. So moving on, let's talk about the fundamentals. First we'll discuss what happens when you start a combo with a light versus starting a combo with a heavy. So I'll just demonstrate that real quick. Starting a combo with a light. Oops, sorry. That's not what I meant to do. But you get the gist. 700 damage. You're going to be around there starting a combo with a light. Starting a combo with a heavy, however, 1100 damage. That's a pretty significant difference. That's almost 400. That's almost 400 point damage difference. So you really want to be aware of that. While there are reasons to start combos with lights, there are not many, and they come few and far in between. So just be aware of that. You want to get the most value out of your combos. Next thing we're going to talk about is ropes. Ropes are super important because they are what build your magic. No ropes, no magic, no magic, no damage. Keep that in mind. So the more you can use your ropes, the more ways you find to use your ropes, the better. So let's discuss what things you can do in the corner versus what you can do mid-screen. So there's one distinguishing factor between the corner and the mid-screen that differentiates the two, and that is that you cannot use your ropes in the corner, unfortunately. While everybody would love to, you can't, since the ropes only hit at the end of the hitbox, which I guess makes sense, but on the mid-screen you can. However, in the corner, you can get your higher damaging combos such as this. Right? And the last thing we're going to talk about as far as fundamentals go is magic. Like I said before, no ropes, no magic, no damage. Magic allows you to hit your ginormous combos such as these. One magic, 1700 damage. Pretty strong. So you really want to be using magic as much as you can. Against Velvets, who really like just throwing their projectiles at you like most Velvets want to do, or even the lame Oleander player who only shoots projectiles, this is going to be your best friend. It's full screen, it's unblockable unless you jump. Right? You could definitely combo out of it if you're close enough. Right? You're going to love that move. However, it does take 2 magic stocks, so just be aware of that. That's her magic stop. Her magic headbutt hits into the wall and stuns them there for a while, like that. You're going to like that move. So moving on, let's talk about rudiments. My favorite rudiment is this. Sorry. If I could hit this combo, that would be great. There you go. That B delay AB. This allows you to go into the air 3 times. 1, 2, 3. You love this move. You're gonna have to. This can boost your combo by almost 300 damage. You need to be able to do this to obtain your highest damaging combos. You have to. It is extremely important. Next thing we're going to talk about is her specials. So both of her specials are Rekkas, which means you can use the light version and combo it into a different version, like light to medium, light to heavy, and I'll do it with the other special. Oh, sorry, that's the magic. Light to medium and light to heavy. You want to be paying attention to the things you use. You can combo into both of these, right? Here's the stomp. Sorry. Stomp is a little weird to combo with, but it can be useful in certain points, and obviously there are some optimals using stomp. Headbutt is easier by far and allows you to gather your magic stocks like that or that. So headbutt is more important in my opinion, but again, don't count out any of Arizona's moves just because they're not as important as some others. Like I said about the elbow drop. And the last thing we're going to talk about are her supers. So a lot of people look at level 1 super as a combo finisher or a kill move. And while those are both true, there are aspects to Arizona's level 1 super that people kind of overlook. Where perfectly in the corner, if you use it, it puts your opponent at perfect rope range. Low rope range, rather. So the only way your opponent can get out of that is dashing back or dashing forward. And that, like, those are the only surefire ways you can, or dashing So the deal with that is when you dash back, all characters can dodge it. When you walk back, certain characters can dodge it depending on how fast you move. When you walk forward, it's a guaranteed hit. And when you dash forward, all characters can dodge it except for Tianwo and Paprika, just because they have slightly bigger hitboxes than the rest of the cast. Level 2 super is super cool. Arizona jumps back and kicks him in the face. Gotta love that one. And there's 2 ways you can combo out of this. That's with your high rope and your magic step, which is a hard move to use since it's a half circle for an input. Whoops, see, I'm even missing it. And that's the magic step. So let's recap. So we discussed your combo starters, 2B, 9C, short hop B, run up stomp, and elbow drop. We discussed combo fundamentals like starting a combo with a light versus a heavy. We discussed what you can do with ropes and gaining your magic stocks. We discussed what you could do in the corner versus the mid screen. Can't use ropes in the corner, but you can get bigger damage in the corner. It's an even trade-off. And we discussed what you could do with your magic, such as gaining your highest damaging combos. Right? As far as combo rudiments go, you learned your new favorite tech. You learned new ways to use your specials. And you learned how to combo out of your level 2 super, and a new tip on what to do when you use your level 1 super in the corner. And that's all I have to offer for you today. It's been good. When you practice these, you'll be right where you want to be in this game in no time. All it takes is a little bit of practice. I'm Switches, and I will see you in the next one. See you later, guys.